welcome back to another episode of Bootleg Opinions, the show that we scream opinions in your ears if you're not listening, and the show that has 10,000 ads. It's me, Yuhua Hamasaki. I am so thrilled, super excited, super talented she is, Miss Aja!
Hi Yuha, how are you?
I'm feeling fabulous, how are you?
I'm alive, I'm in New York City, I'm still quarantined, and I feel like I've been in a bunker for years.
Because I heard and saw that you were in LA quarantining and you couldn't get back to New York City.
Okay, I don't know what it is, I just felt it in my bones, in my blood, in my spirit, my soul. I said, if we leave to New York, shit is gonna hit the fan, and guess what? It did. So I was like, you know what? We're here, and then it just got pretty long, because you know when you're in a home, away from home, it's not home?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It was fun until we were there for too long. And then I was like, okay, ever since then, I pretty much haven't left the 2 blocks that are near my house.
Same here.
Bootleg Opinions.
And your music has been fabulous. When are you gonna record and release more music?
Well, I just finished writing my second studio album. I just have to record it, so I'm waiting for things to get a little more on its toes and people to, you know, leave their house with a mask on.
And I also think it's really cool that you get to do your art without being in drag, because you're not depending on your drag to excel in your art.
Thank you. I think it's funny because a lot of people look at it in so many different ways, but honestly, I think everybody should just take initiative and do whatever the fuck they want. That's the point of doing any type of art, is just do what you feel like.
Aja is just part of you as an artist, but you're so much more than Aja.
Yes, I'm actually so much more than Aja that I legally changed my name to Aja.
Oh, did you really?
Yes, I'm still in the process. It kind of got delayed because of COVID. I was in the process of getting all the documentation together. For anybody who's out there who doesn't know, especially if you're trans, you want to change your name for whatever reason, it's really difficult to get your name changed because there's so many documents you have to change. You have your bank cards, your IDs, passports, everything, mail, and everything has its own kind of application and process. So it's just like, annoying.
Are you going to keep your last name, or are you going to change that as well?
Well, I'm not sure. So a lot of people don't know, but I'm adopted. I just found out who my biological parents are this year. I wasn't sure how that was gonna go. So I don't know if what last name I want yet. I don't know if I want to change it, or if I want to keep it, or if I want to, girl, just, you know, go into the grab bag and pull one out.
But you are always welcome to be a Hamasaki. You can change it to Aja Hamasaki. No comment? Okay.
I was gonna say, I feel like that would be cultural appropriation.
It's cultural appreciation if I am approving it. But anyway, have you been watching All Stars 5 this season? They are fierce, they are fabulous. And speaking of All Stars, I thought you were spectacular during your season, especially the one where they had to do a bunch of wig reveals, which is kind of similar to what they had to do this episode.
I'm not really that much of a fan of Drag Race anymore, but I'm a big fan of the people who are on the show. So it's one of those situations where I'm watching for the players.
Now, if they ask you back onto All Stars, would you go back? Because I need more Aja.
No.
Okay, fine. You can give me a private webcam show then.
I always tell them when they're like, oh my God, go back on All Stars. I'm like, there is All Stars 3 on Amazon, so you can purchase it there. Or you can just watch it illegally.
Speaking of All Stars 5, category for this week is 3 in 1. We first up have Miss Blair Clair.
I like all 3 of the looks. I love the different color palettes and how they all go together, because she goes from this like strawberry, satin, pale princess fantasy into this twiggy. And a lot of people may not know this, but yellow was such a big color in that mod 60s fashion moment. But then when she ends it with that bold, bronzy brown in the Studio 54, it complements her skin tone, and the hair was right. She just looks amazing. And also, she gagged me to come out and start it like that. She set the bar really high.
Miss Blair Clair, these 3 outfits are so well tailored, girl. These 3 looks look amazing, and they gave me 3 different decades, literally. She went from the 50s, then the 60s, and then she ended in that sexy disco look, and I thought she looked so fabulous. And the fit, again, it is well tailored, the colors are great, and literally she is giving you even a wig reveal. I absolutely love this.
Oh yes, but can we talk about the 3 different silhouettes? She goes from a 50s dress with a circle skirt pattern, tiny belt, skinniest bitch in the world in this moment, to this mod figureless moment, and then she goes from a dress into a pantsuit. Like, what?
Giving you different silhouettes, different themes, different decades, and different genres. We stand, honey, we stand. Do you stand?
We STAN, yes, we stand.
Next up, we have Miss Crack Whore. The crack of the whore of the season, Miss Crack Whore.
I didn't know what it was until she says it's a Fabergé egg. I was like, I understand it. I get it now. When she first came out with the whole thing on, I was like, wait, what? It reminded me of Lady Gaga, where she would come out in these eggs and hatch.
When I first saw this, I was like, is she giving us Miss Jasmine Masters, the cocoon, and all that stuff? And then she explained it, I was like, okay, all right. What do you think of this 3 looks?
I like the fact that it has this sort of like rich French Rococo look to it. It looks gorgeous. It's like a very Baroque look. Like Baroque, not broke like bitch I'm broke, I got no money in the bank, but Baroque like, yes, my Baroque cups and I'm rich and fancy. Like that type of Baroque. I like the 3rd look. I wish the garters had edges of blue on the gold because I don't like the way it goes into the leotard as much. I still like it and I still think it's excellent. I just wanted a little more blue in the garter. And that's me picking.
I just had a similar opinion as well. I thought she looked great and I thought the earrings could have been a little bit bigger to balance out with her neck because I feel like there was so much neck space. Like you said before, I wish that there was some blue going on with the garter or some blue trim to kind of blend the whole look together because I feel like there's so much gold, there's so much lame, and then there's just 2 random blue things going on her arms that I feel like if there was some blue, it would have balanced it out a little bit more. Other than that, it's not bad.
I also like seeing her in different color hair than blonde because she wore a lot of blonde in the original season and it's refreshing to see her with different color hair. It would have been really cunt if she would have took her little bun off and just had a long ponytail that hit the floor.
Oh yeah.
Bitch.
Oh yeah, totally.
Pussycat dolls down.
And the only nifty picky thing that I would say, because we are up to like the top 8 right now and it's all-star, is that I wish that the train that she has in the back, it was a little bit more full because it seemed like it was a little bit too small. But other than that, I'm not mad. Next up is Miss Shea Couleé, and she's giving you 3 different looks of yellow and pink. The judges said it was a little bit too costumey, but I disagree. I thought she sold it down the runway.
Shea fucking brought it. And I'm not saying this because I'm a Shea stan. I'm saying this because it was the truth. This is when the judging on Drag Race comes down to personal taste. They said it was crafty, which I completely fucking disagree with. Crafty means it looks cheap. It doesn't look cheap. It looks very well constructed.
I thought she sold it down the runway from transforming herself. I thought it's well executed and I thought the makeup went with it. I thought she did an excellent job. It is creative and she's using different elements. The fit is right, the colors are vibrant, her hair is done right, and when the wings popped up, it gave me goosebumps.
She sold it. The trimming too. The trimming. And the detail. It was just the detail. This is insane. I feel like sometimes the judges just don't understand these really out there looks and it's always like either great or they don't like it. And that's the big risk of doing this on Drag Race.
I thought it was...
She should not have been in the bottom. The judging this season is very interesting.
They're on crack, honey. Next up is India Ferrah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go. I think India's look, it's very good and it's new. The fashion is great. I thought it fit very well. The reveals were really nice. I felt like it was all in one look though. I feel like she sold it. It really was nowhere near the worst look on the runway.
I actually loved it actually. I thought she sold it. I thought it was well fit, it was well made. It was literally 3 different looks and she gave every look a different movement, a different vibe. I didn't mind that it was a similar print, which was the houndstooth. I thought she worked it.
The thing I'm liking about India this season is that it's been so long since she's been on the show. You got to see the new stuff she's doing. She's definitely full of surprises.
She comes back as a 180 of a different person and I love that because sometimes when girls go back onto All-Stars, they're kinda have not been even more developed, if you know what I mean. Her looks are different, even her breasts are even more perkier now than before. Next up is Alexis Mateo.
I really liked her concepts. Alexis has a very regional drag style where it's very like that Florida pageant drag. I like it and it really works for her. I didn't like the first look in the sessions of reveals though.
The sessions?
Well, I don't know, like
that sounds like hookering in meatpacking district sessions.
I didn't like the first look. It wasn't all there for me and it seemed very obvious there was gonna be a reveal under it. However, the judges said they didn't like the second look, the lime green ballerina moment. Bitch, I thought it was so cute. I was like, oh, this is gorgeous. And I love the trapeze outfit that she had on last, and she sold it. Alexis comes from this very regional drag, and her using that aesthetic as a trapeze artist went very well, because a lot of people don't know, a lot of the very pageanty drag looks do come from being showgirls, and technically trapeze artists are showgirls.
I know where she was coming and going with this, but I didn't think it was well executed as well. I think if they were 3 different looks without the reveal after the reveal, I think it would have sold a little bit more. The first look, I felt like you said, I knew a reveal was coming. It's like when you go see a show and the girl comes out with a very bulky outfit, you know, there's a reveal after there, and you know there's a reveal under there. So I knew the reveal was coming, which I shouldn't have to know. Similarly to what you did on your season, I didn't know that there was a reveal because I didn't see it coming and it was well hidden. But over here, it was just not well hidden. And also I felt like when she removed the hat off of her, it didn't really do anything. I wish that maybe before she removed the hat from her, that she removed the hat and there was like, she does like a swing with a ponytail or something. And then the second look, I'm gonna agree with the judges. It did look a little bit bulky because you saw the green with the mesh. It didn't blend well together. You knew that there was just another reveal coming after this. But I liked her third look though. After she removed the other 2 reveals, I thought it was a real well executed look.
What I'm really living for is Alexis Mateo not giving a fuck on the season, and she's just like calling everybody out and saying everything, and like, I came for Shea, but I'll stay for the drama.
I loved her on her season, and I loved her on All Stars. I am back for more, girl. Manila, girl, I see Manila. Like you said before, she does come from the pageant world where everything is so full, so extra. But I think on Drag Race, with the lights hitting on all the bulky spots of the reveals, it didn't work so well. But in the club, I think it would have worked a little bit more where the lights are a little bit dim and you're about like, you know, 100 feet away.
The new coronavirus standard shows 100 feet away.
Are you excited to go back to performing or no? Or you don't care?
I said I'm not accepting any gigs for the rest of the year. I want to finish producing my album. Girl, I told my manager, I was like, give them a firm no.
Speaking of music, I just remember this right now.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
What am I gonna say?
You have to say it first.
No, you say it first.
Are you talking about the time where we tried to record a song together?
No, but yeah, yes, but that did happen. You know, actually, I just got my external drive fixed the other day, and I was looking through it, and I saw this clip of you and Momo and B. Ames in it. And we were recording Let's Find a Rice Queen, and then you asked out of nowhere, what's a rice queen? And Momo said it's like an Asian woman or something. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
You don't?
That's like 10 years ago. Oh my god.
Wait, so what's a rice queen? It's an Asian woman.
Do you remember this other song that I did? It was a parody of One Night Only. It was so terrible.
That's what I was talking about. Wait, did you actually finish the song?
No, because it was so bad. I was like literally screaming at the song.
Oh man, I remember that actually.
What I was gonna say about music was that since you do fabulous music, you are fabulous also with your music videos, and they're so creative. And at the same time, when you released Finished Her, I released the Ankh song.
Ah! Okay, yes.
And then I post the promo on Instagram with like a little snippet telling my viewers to go watch it on YouTube. And one person commented and said, "Mama, this is trash." And then you went and liked the comment and it showed up on my freaking notifications. Like literally, I saw the notification and it says, Aja the Queen likes the comment, quotation, "This is trash," with the emoji, the trash can, and then quotation mark. I was like, oh my god, is it really that bad? I was like, she just literally read me by clicking the button.
I absolutely hated the Ong song, Yuha. I was like, what is going on? I forgot who. I was doing an interview with someone who I think also did press for the Ong song. And I was like, I love Mitch Farino. They asked me, how do you feel about Mitch Farino? And I was like, I love Mitch Farino, even though he is responsible for the Ong song.
Where was this? I didn't see this.
Oh, ooh.
It's supposed to be a really bad, cringy, awful song. That was the point.
Well, then that it was.
I was like, yes! Aja noticed me. Aja hates it too. I've made it.
I am embarrassed. I like the video, I just hated the song. Next up we have Mariah Paris Balenciaga.
Ugh.
Oh,
What you think, girl?
I disagree when they said that her wearing a coat was not a look. I was like, first of all, that was a look.
I thought it was a reveal.
I did too, and it was an ostrich coat, and the ostrich was nice. It was full. You could tell it was fresh steamed. She looked good. It wasn't the strongest look on the runway, but she looked amazing. I think Mariah always looks flawless.
I disagree with the judges saying that the coat is not a reveal.
It's a reveal.
Still giving a reveal. And I thought she looked flawless with the feathers. It looked bouncy, it looked fluffy, and like you said, she steamed it, because otherwise, if it was not steamed, they would be kind of like, you know, like packed sugar. And the dress that she revealed, it was not as strong compared to the other looks, but I still thought that she looked fabulous. And then the third look, I thought she looked great as well, and you cannot clock her. Her mug is always right, her hair is always right, and like she says, she is giving you that New York vibe, and coming from New York City, I can totally see that. She's like getting ready to go to the club, to the after party, to the diner, back into her home. She's giving you the whole tea, honey.
If you go on like 5th Avenue, and you see the rich black women coming out of their offices and they have these huge ostrich coats, and you're just like, yes, bitch, are you going to the club? And you know damn well, they probably are too.
Or she's coming back from the meatpacking district after a long night of hooking and she has crystallized.
Oh my God, Yuhua.
I'm speaking from experience.
I did like the second look, even though they didn't like it. I think there's something very loud about a simple black moment. Call me basic, but I liked it. Like when she threw it on and it was like, woo, 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 I was like, oh, okay. So next up we have Mayhem Miller. I like these colors on Mayhem's skin tone. I like the way that it fits. I didn't really catch the second look, to be honest with you, so I don't really remember the second look.
You know why you probably didn't remember the second look? Because it was awful.
Oh, maybe I have selective memory.
Yeah. I liked her first look. I didn't care for her second look. I thought it was kind of ill-fitted, but I loved her third look. I feel like she was ready to go swimming and she's not trying to mess up her hair. She looked so rich and her body was right. Her breasts are big, her waist is small, and her hips are out, and she's just feeling herself. Her first look was excellent. Her second look was and then her third look was bing, 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 bing.
Oh, definitely. That third look was so cute with the swim cap. I was like, yes, bitch, don't fuck up your hair. She just got her hair done, bitch. Next up, we have Jujubee. I love that she comes out as sort of like this evil witch trick-or-treating moment, and she has on this white hair. I've never seen Jujubee in white hair. And then she goes into like this Mrs. Claus slutty moment, which I also love. And then she turns into this like sexy Easter moment.
I disagree with you. I thought they looked cheap, they looked tacky. Her first look when she came out, I was like, who is this queen in this Halloween costume? I mean, it's good if you were doing drag for the first time or dressing up for Halloween, but I thought this was like All Stars 5, and I thought that she could have elevated a lot more. Her second look, I didn't care for it either. The third look, it was sexy, it was but I wish that the fur ball that she has in the back of the bunny was a lot bigger, because her ass was like this big, and then the fur ball was like this big.
I get what you're saying. It's just different for Jujubee, and I think that's what it is that made it exciting for me, is that when somebody does something shockingly different, you would be like, whoa, this is cool, it's so different, what the fuck? I hate the way people kind of like put down the word pedestrian. I feel like pedestrian looking drag is really cunt, because like, bitch, you look real. This is like ballroom drag. It's like looking like real. You bitch, you could walk out in the fucking street and I would be like, damn, look at that bitch over there. She looks cunt. Like, I don't know. I feel like in the drag world, it's sort of looked down upon, but in like the ballroom community, like it's really praised to look like, yes, like you work at the mall. If I saw Jujubee on the street and some of those looks that she be having where it's just really toned down and pedestrian, I'd be like, girl, where is she going? Because I'm about to go party with her.
Well, you just shut me up, girl. And I thought that was a really good defense. You should be an attorney, my dear.
I was gonna be a lawyer.
And then you started smoking weed. I'm just kidding.
And our favorite look is Blair
Sinclair. Woo!
Oh, hello.
Shea, although it is 3 fierce looks, but they were like an evolution of a same look.
Blair also came with 3 different silhouettes, 3 different looks. She came with the power of 3 that were really honestly unexpected.
Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely no pressure at all. Absolutely no pressure at all. If you want to support a local drag queen and a rude girl, Aja. Our Venmos and our PayPals and our Cash App informations are in the link in the description below.
I'm not a rude girl, I'm just a slut.
That works too, and I'll be reading the thank yous in next week's video because I love you all so much. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into Bootleg Opinions. My name is Yuhua Hamasaki. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube under Yuhua Hamasaki. Where can we find you, Aja?
Oh, sorry, I got lost. You can find me on Instagram at Aja the Queen with a K, on Twitter with Aja Queen with a Queen, spelled right, because sometimes we do that. And you can stream my music on all streaming platforms. It's everywhere, girl.
Thank you, Aja. Bye!
Oh.
You're a hot fucking mess, bitch.
And I'm completely sober, so.
Alright, here's my moment of grace where I'll be saying my thank yous for those that have tipped me from last week. So we have Tibercia Ramirez. Thank you so much. Your generosity is felt here in my bedroom, including my bank account. Lindsay Shee, Lee Mortison, Patrick Horn. Thank you all. Anna Locascio. Thank you, and we meet again on Venmo. Thank you. You're so young, so I need to know where does your money come from. And I also have Alec Rice. I hope I'm saying it right. Eli Russell. This name I'm gonna mess up. Couleé. No. Jackie Wu. Long time no see. Long time no see. Long time no see. Brandon Mahoney. Oh, long time no see as well. I remember seeing you at my show at Boots and Saddle on Friday nights in the West Village all the time. Tanya Atha, thank you. Kristen Chan from Ontario, Canada. I'm so excited that we're getting Canada Drag Race, so I hopefully will be doing some bootleg on that. And Brian Austin, I hope you got your, what's his name? Shoot. I hope you got I hope you got your Adam Lambert t-shirt. I know you won that little competition a while back. And Ben Michael, Trevor Warren, Brandon Menster, Salvador OG, Kirstie Allen, not Kirstie Allen, not to be confused, and Peter Wiseman. Thank you all so much. Your love and generosity and your support, it's meaningful, especially to me, and it is felt here in New York City. So next week, y'all, bye!